Yo, what's up, YouTube? It's your boy Bam Bam with No Limitation Rideshare back again. And today, bear with me, guys. I'm very low energy. I just got home. It is 8:07 a.m. as you can see. Been out since yesterday, so I'm asleep, and then I still have 10 hours of clock time. Um, a little over, but that I'm gonna use. So um, yesterday was all about saving clock time. As you can see, I did really well. 10 hours, 12 minutes. So towards the end, I could have done some little extra maneuvering, pivoting, but um, this video I want to talk about the New Orleans airport and rematch and kind of how um, um, some of this stuff works. So Um, there's a trip I really want to talk about. I had the ideal rider today. It's just everything you want in a rider. The perfect 10, phenomenal rider. And right here, 29:05, 10:33 p.m. I picked this guy up from the bus station on Loyola. As soon as I picked him up, he's like, yo, like, I need to eat. He was not hangry. That's what I love about this guy, dude. Sometimes you pick people up and they're like, one time I picked some guy up and I was like, dude, what is your problem? I'm trying to help you. He's like, I'm sorry. I'm hangry. And I was like, well, just say that. Okay, Wendy's, no problem. you know, whatever. But this guy, he was like, dude, I'm like beyond hungry. Like I'm hungry. I need to eat. And I said, okay, all right, cool. There's, yeah, like anything fast. There's a Taco Bell, there's a McDonald's, there's a Wendy's. And he's like, whatever's closest. And I said, whatever's closest. I mean, the Wendy's on St. Charles is the freaking closest you can get to anything. So I was like, all right, I got you. Cool. So I go to Wendy's, go through the drive-through. And he was like, well, do you want something? And I'm like, I mean, I'll take a JBC and a value fry. JBC's my shit, y'all. Um, so, for those of you that like, aren't in the drive-through world, that's a junior bacon cheeseburger. So, but he's like, no, get whatever you want. So I got what I really wanted. That's the number 9, the grilled chicken, with the, you know. So he got me food, like, and by this point, I was like down to the snacks in my car. Like I was hungry, but I just didn't want to stop. Um, I wasn't starving, but I could have used a good meal. So um, thank you again out there. So yeah, so okay, so we're going to the Hilton on airline. Okay, we are not going to the airport. Um, but there's a loophole in getting a rematch or to get back in the queue. Like if you, well, the other one you don't, it tells you, it saves. All right, I'm trying to say too much. Um, so there's a loophole here to get a rematch, all right? If I don't end the trip at the Hilton and I go across the street and I end the trip in the departures, um, it'll give me a rematch. So, and I have the video proof that I asked him. And do not just do this without the rider's permission. Do not. Um, so, okay. I'm going to show you the video footage too that I asked him and I had permission, and this is like the ideal perfect 10 rider. He told me, do what you got to do. He said I can do it. So which I didn't want to do too much extra editing of this video. So okay, so he brings me to the airport. I don't end the trip and I get up to departures and then I end the trip, all right? So I got my rematch back. Took me right where I wanted to be. I did not want to be stuck at the airport waiting for a ride. I mean, I want to feel productive here. So there's already too many drivers that focus so heavily on the airport. Okay, so all right, so then whatever, I'm driving, right? You know, so then right around 3 o'clock, I did my normal airport destination filter thing. I wanted to just get my 2 and that's it. But then I remembered and I saw Uptown surging and I'm like, what's going on Uptown? Oh yeah, Loyola, the students are on their winter break. They're all leaving. So I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna just I'm gonna head uptown. So I pivoted. I got uptown in my, you know, legal pace, and I got my first trip. So I got my first trip, Beaver Hall Airline. This rider actually went through the Maria hurricane and really taught me a lot of things I didn't know. Sometimes people ask me questions about things, about certain subjects, and I'm like, I don't want to talk about something that I don't know anything about. So, but yeah, no, he actually went through it and experienced it. I was asking him a whole bunch of questions, and I learned quite a bit. That was easy, no rematch. Then so we went into today. All right, so this 2 hours, 1 minute is really, it includes some offline time. It probably takes about 20 minutes to get back from MSY back to the city or uptown or back to New Orleans, from the airport to New Orleans. It takes about 20 minutes. So, so this is really like 2 hours and 40 minutes because I had two 20-minute drives back. All right, so we're going to go into this and I'm going to answer a stupid question that anybody could possibly have, but my curious ass mind, I was wondering if it would work, but it doesn't, and I'll get to that. So I get back to the city, 4:30, get another one, no problem, no rematch. At this point, I'm looking at when the next flights are coming in. Next flight was coming in, the first flight was coming in at 6:47 a.m. So I was wondering if I could possibly get in there on that time and possibly get a rematch. I was really hoping so. All right, so that was an XL trip, and those two chickadees, man, they had enough luggage for, that's my workout for the month. Sweethearts though, absolutely lovelies. Great to have them in the car. So I took them to the airport, no rematch. So I pivot, I go back uptown. I'm like, I wonder if this will work, okay? And some of you might be like, you should have known better. And then others of you would probably be like, thanks for answering that question so I didn't make any kind of mistake. So at 6:43, so I went back, I went online, I'm parked up by Loyola, and so you know how when you click on the airport parking, there's like a let's go and navigate button? Well, I hit let's go from there to see if it'll work like a destination filter, right? I'm on my way to the airport, you know, does this work like a destination filter? It does not, okay? I know some of you are like, I could have told you that. All right, it's fine. I was curious, all right? I had to, it's a lot of this gig is trial and error, right? No, it took me in the opposite direction. That clearly is proof that the navigation airport button is not a destination filter. Last thing I'll leave you with, let's go ahead and show you guys the footage. Oh my god, we're almost at 10 minutes. Okay. All right, here we go.
It's perfect. Just needed that. Yeah, I don't want to waste all this guys, dude. That did me good. All you.
When's the shift then? When you walk work?
I'm probably gonna go to about 3 or 4. I'm really debating on what I'm about to do if I'm gonna stay at the airport, because I don't want to wait an hour for a ride. But like there is a loophole that I could go up into the terminal and end your trip, and then it'll just give me a rematch trip. But that's kind of like unless the rider knows that you're gonna do it.
Yeah.
I tell people this. I tell other drivers this. Don't do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You really gotta have the rider's permission. I've done it one time where like, so as soon as I drop you off in the Hilton, I just go up in the airport terminal across the street and end the trip. And then it gives me a rematch.
Yeah. Go ahead. I have friends that go on the drive, but I'm going to go for it.
Go for it.
If we get that ride back too.
That it will, and I won't have to wait an hour. If you're cool with it.
Yeah, no. I have friends that drive Uber. I totally get that. Totally get having the.
So he said, I have friends that Uber. I totally get that. He says, go for it. All right. So then you can see it was a pretty lengthy ride. I mean, you know, between that, we got food. You know, Andy tipped me. That's what I'm saying. He's a perfect 10 rider. This is exactly what you want in a rider, you know, just good energy, pleasure to have in the car. Bought me food, didn't even have to, and then this is me thanking him.
You gotta do.
Exactly. Precisely. All right, let's get you over here.
It's been awesome.
Dude, thank you, man.
Do everything you do.
Thank you.
He said, you do what you need to do. I'm going to protect his identity, even though I'm sitting here talking him up, you know, so, yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all I got for you guys. I think I gave you guys enough. It's 12 minutes, 14 seconds. I will sleep, and I'll get back at it tomorrow. And then I will see you guys in the next one. Deuces.